Well, hey there, everybody. This just arrived today in this small bubble envelope, but this is what was inside. Look at that. The Steel Eagle 107C Delta class. Made in the USA. This is from Tops Knives. There you go. And you get the little whistle with it, survival whistle. And you get the Kydex sheath. I have been wanting one of these for a couple years now, and they're always out of stock. Well, this just came back into stock, and it has the handle that I prefer. They make another version where it's got these deep grooves in the handle for extra grip, but I really don't care for that too much. But this was exactly what I wanted. They got it in stock. So, let's get it open. Okay, it has this little message tucked into the clip. This clip is designed to rotate slowly until the desired position is achieved. Do not lubricate the O-ring. This clip has been assembled using thread lock and is not intended to be removed or adjusted. Removing the clip will void the 1-year manufacturer's warranty. And what's cool about this clip is you can wear it vertically on your belt or on your backpack or whatever. Or you can turn it. Let me see if I can do it with one hand here, like that. It's pretty snug. And now you can carry it like scout carry. You could do it on your side, you could do it across your back. And I really like that. That's pretty sweet. It says Tops right there with their little symbol. And it's just the typical kind of coyote brown, Coyote Tan Kydex sheath. Does have some extra holes there that you could put paracord through if you liked. It's open a little bit at the tip. So it's got a little weep hole there so that it can drain any excess water out. They did hook the little knife to it, but you can obviously take that off. You don't have to keep it right there on the sheath. But yeah, I like these. They're little survival whistles, like if you were to lose your voice or get injured out in the woods, you could always just blow the whistle, trying to get someone's attention. But let's see the knife. And it actually is in the shape of the Tonto, but that's how they do it. I actually ordered this with the Hunter's like clip point, so oh yeah, look at that. Whoa, that looks super cool. Wow. Yeah, it looks good. Let me get this rubber band and plastic off the Micarta scales. Wow, there it is. This was a long time coming, I'm telling you. It says Tops, has their little symbol there. Steel Eagle 107C Delta class. It's got the Tops saw on the top, notch saw. I actually have this same saw on my Tops full-size tracker knife, and it works. It does really good for making notches. And you can do the notches for like snares or tent stakes. It has a little fuller there. Some people call it a blood groove. But this is designed to be a military-style fighting knife / survival knife. This side says, made in USA. I thought it was going to have a lot more oil on it than it has, but that's good. It's got kind of a acid wash finish. It kind of looks like a bead blasted finish. But then they have a clear Cerakote over the top to protect that finish, I guess. And the old ones had that black traction coating. I wasn't overly fond of that. But this looks good. Really good. All right, let's get into the Micarta handle scales there. They're kind of like burnt orange, like a rust color. They got 3 Allen key screws, so you can remove them. This is a Full-Tang knife. It looks like it's a 1/4 inch thick. Pretty sure it is. It's got the Skull Crusher pommel on it. And then it has black micarta on the inside there. Wow, that looks cool. And then if you can see it, between the black and the burnt orange, there's like kind of a red liner. Very thin, but it's there. Looks really neat. I cannot complain about that. It's got a nice finger choil there to protect your finger from slipping up onto the blade. But then it has another forward choil so you can choke up on it for doing like fine carving tasks. But then back here you hold it just for like more like a battle grip. Wow, I really like this. I believe this is the knife that Rambo should have had in the movies, because that old school 80s survival knife was a joke. This thing, wow, look how thick that is at the tip. That is something. Feels like it's balanced pretty good, yeah, right there. Oops. Right there at the tip. At the tip of the handle there. Really good balance. Super thick. Man, that just fits like a glove. I was actually worried about this. I thought I wasn't going to like that. But it is just 100% comfortable. And at least for my hand, I mean, that is about as perfect as it gets. Okay, you're looking at about 6.5, maybe just a hair past 6 5/8 for the actual cutting edge of the blade. But if you count all the visible metal, it goes clear up to almost 8. And then the whole knife together is about just a hair under 13 inches, which means the handle is about, you're looking at about 5 1/4 inch handle. Got about 1.5 inches of thickness on the blade. The handle's pretty thick. It's almost 2 if you go down here to 1 3/4 at this little finger guard here, but yeah, about 1 1/4 for most of the rest. Okay, this is the hard part here. Trying to do this with just one hand. Yep, full 1/4 inch. Yes, it is. Yep, that's a nice fat 1/4. Okay, here it is. Let's put it inside the sheath. Oh yeah, it's got a nice loud snap on it. So you definitely know you put it back in there. Other than this whistle rattling, not too bad. Just put your thumb there and push off. Yeah, really nice. So that's pretty good. Now let's see if it's arrived paper cutting sharp. Got a sheet of printer paper here. This is right out of the package. I haven't even wiped off that little bit of oil and stuff that was on it. Yeah, it's not the sharpest knife I've ever had, but it's definitely paper cutting sharp. Yep, the entire way too. Doesn't seem to be any nicks. Yep, good fighting knife there. I really like that. I would say this, just from holding it and looking at it, it's far superior to like a K-bar or anything like that as far as fighting knives go. Well, there you have it. It is 1095 high carbon steel. It should have a pretty darn good heat treat because it is made by Tops. These were actually used for military knives, and I believe they still are. And yeah, they've been around for a long time. I believe this is the first knife Tops ever made, except it used to have the black traction coating on it. I think it had the darker gray or black handle scales. But this is one of the more updated versions of it that I really like, with that acid wash finish and then the clear Cerakote over the top. Got a made in the USA knife. Full-Tang. Yeah, look at that beast. It's the Tops Steel Eagle 107C Delta class. And this, like I said, this blade has been around for a long time. It's tried and true. And I've been wanting one for so long. And finally came in at Knife Center and I picked it up. And I'm really happy with it so far. But I hope you enjoyed this video.
This is Joe Doomsday signing out.
Stop!